When you ask me, what are the 3 things that annoy you about me? I'm just like, wow, let me think, because I'm not quite sure, because I don't find anything that annoys me that much of you, right? You're sitting there, and I'm not lying to you, and I wish I could have recorded you. You followed me all morning, and you literally had a list on your phone. I have a sticky note.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Do the Work podcast. I am your host, AZ Araujo, along with
Carla Araujo.
And today we have an interesting subject, and I hope we can still get along after this one,
I know.
right? Annoyed by what I once admired. Annoyed by what I once admired. I think we all fall into this, right? As we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's all love.
What's going on? You're like distracting me. Are you?
No. I'm actually, because I actually
speaking of being annoyed, go ahead.
On what annoys me about you. So I'm just give me a moment.
Like this is going to be very interesting. Like I wouldn't recommend.
What people have seen is at the beginning when we started writing these stats, when we started talking about it,
we started getting irritated.
Irritated because you had said something. I'm like, that's not the truth. I don't do that. And you're like, but that's your truth. And so we were like telling the 3 things that annoy like each other,
and we got annoyed by that. So I don't know. I wouldn't recommend this. I don't know where it's going. Like right now, it's the end of the day. So we're already like at the end. You know, they say the stress builds up throughout the day, right?
Right.
If you're gonna do anything, you're gonna do it in the morning. Well, we decided not to.
Right.
So we're maybe a little stressed, a little annoyed already.
So it's one of those moments like we don't recommend like.
You gotta talk to the mic there, like that kind of stuff.
Annoys you?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a
Just
step
saying.
back, because I already know this is not against me. It's the fact that I told you some of the things that annoy you about, like what annoys me about you.
Okay, maybe.
So
maybe I'm
going
taking
back,
it personally.
I don't recommend. It's one of those moments where AZ was like, "You have no idea how angry you are, so let me record you." And so when you did,
well, you didn't discuss that with me that we were going to do this.
No. What I'm saying is one of those moments where we don't highly recommend recording the other person.
Oh yeah, because I did that the other day too.
Yeah, you recorded me, and I was so mad because you were like, "Well, let me show you," and I'm like, "Did you really record me? I thought we went over this. Like, don't stop recording me. It's so rude."
Stop, yeah.
So anyway, that's not one of the things that annoy me though. So I'm not gonna put that on my list. But it's one of those
You
things where I
probably-
highly don't recommend you writing down and telling your spouse what annoys you at the end of the day.
I think we're strong enough to be able to say this.
Really, because these guys even saw that we were a little upset with each other. Like, we were annoyed writing this list.
We're going to go ahead. I think we built it up far enough.
Okay, let's get this started.
Okay, I think. Oh, you want to, like, why are you so
because
confrontational
I can't
now?
Wait to get to the 3 things.
All right, so this is how we'll handle it.
Okay.
This is how we'll handle it.
All right.
You start off with yours, and then I'll start off with mine.
Okay, I'm going to go. I have a couple, but I'm going to go with the 3.
3.
I'm going to go with the 3.
All right.
Because I think this one's huge.
I can't even hear myself.
This one's really huge in a marriage. Oh, yeah. You know what?
Yeah, all right. Now this is more interesting.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
That's why I forgot about our headsets. So
yeah, maybe you need to
This is huge because it's not just me.
Okay.
So I'm pulling because apparently this is one of the most common ones. And so you've always said deep thought. When I'm talking to you and I'm trying to tell you something important, and I think I think we're communicating. I think you're paying attention. You're looking at me. And then I ask you a question behind the conversation, like, what do you think? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was in deep thought. And then I'm like, really? Because I just don't feel that you were in deep thought. I feel like you were ignoring me.
Okay.
And you're like, no. See, what I was doing was, and you always come up with something.
So
this whole time, this deep thought, I honestly, right here, you're only pretending to listen. It annoys the, you know
so
what?
So you used to find that.
It annoys
me. Wait. So you used to find that cute at some time or acceptable?
Yeah, I did because you just have this cute look that you used to just be kind of zoning out.
It's called deep thought, not zoning out. I don't zone out.
You zone out completely. So as I'm talking to you, I always thought you were listening to me. You were looking at me like, yeah, like my man, all right.
So you just started asking better questions and I had no clue.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
So before I wasn't asking questions, right? Before I was just like, oh man, he really is eye to eye, listening to me, attentive. Okay. I'm like, this is awesome. And then as I started getting closer, I started getting comfortable, so I started asking you more and more questions.
Yeah.
As over the years of I don't know, 17 plus years. Now I ask you I'm trying to talk to you and you're just like, wait, I'm sorry, I was in deep thought. And it's every single time I'm in deep thought. Every time I'm in deep thought.
And how do you know that's not a fact?
You know what?
You don't know that. You're just assuming I'm not in deep thought. You think that I'm ignoring you on purpose. That somehow that I've taken your pitch of voice and just completely blocked it out.
I believe you have. I believe you have. I think that you've zoned me out. I think that over the years, you're just like, blah, 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 blah. That's what honestly, that's what I hear. When I'm talking.
Blah, blah, blah. AZ,
Pretty
blah,
much.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
AZ.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I guarantee I'm not the only one that goes to this.
Okay.
I'm not the only one that goes to this. Deep thought.
Okay. All right.
thought.
Well, fair enough. Okay. So I gotta stop the deep thought, and I'm willing to work with you here.
Right. But a lot of these things. So I want to talk about a lot of these things.
Hold on, it's my turn now.
Bleed into a marriage. Bleed like into a business.
No,
We're
you're
trying
right.
to create
We're
something.
making jokes of this, but these little things can compile on each other and cause divorce. Like really create that that resentment towards each other, right?
So we're using our story, our frustration. So some of
Can
you
you
who-
guys hear her okay? Because I don't want
Wait,
the
you can't
issue
hear
that
me?
came up the last time.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, it's not like I can hear myself clearer than I can hear you. It's just, you know what? It's
What?
one of those things where. All right. let me
So
see.
anyway.
Okay, now I can
you
hear you better.
me.
Yes.
Oh, you sure you want this?
Maybe
Are
can
you
we
sure you
turn
want
that
this?
back down
Leave it.
a little bit?
Leave it.
Okay.
You sure you want this?
Okay, let's leave it.
It's one of these things that over the years that become really annoying are not, they're not triggers. They're okay. It's like you're getting used to it. It's just them. It's like, don't worry about it. It's not a worry. But after a while, it literally causes divorce. So we're putting ourselves out there to say, hey, when you actually listen to someone else arguing, how ridiculous does
It
this
sounds
sound?
ridiculous.
Right?
Yes.
So
but let me go ahead and get my ridiculous
all right,
point out there.
Go ahead. Get
okay?
it.
So when we first met, like what made me fall in love with you was like you would laugh at my jokes. Like all the time. And then you would tell me you're so funny. So I would say something, all of a sudden you would just laugh hysterically. And I'm like walking around like, yeah, I'm a funny dude. Like, this is awesome. Like anything I say, my wife's going to laugh. Well, it turns out you laugh at everything.
What's wrong with that?
Well, like sometimes, you know, we're just hanging out at a nice little dinner. And then all of a sudden, I'll hear this big outburst of a laugh. Like, I didn't say anything funny. You know, and now it's like, dude, there is no, you know, there's no, I don't feel special with that anymore.
I don't
what
know.
I thought, what I fell in love with you was like, she's laughing at my jokes. Now I'm like, you laugh at everybody's jokes.
Do you know where that comes from?
Where did that come from?
I'm gonna take a little twist right now. Do
Okay.
you know where it takes from? That
What?
comes from? Why I was wired and accustomed to do that? Social anxiety. That is just straight up social
Well,
anxiety.
I consider that a lie.
Do I do that now?
I consider that
do I
you
do
lied
that
to me.
now? Do I do that now?
Yes.
When do I outburst just out of nowhere?
No. You don't do it. Okay, you don't laugh at everyone. No, that's a true thing now. You don't laugh at everyone's jokes, but I guess it's more the outburst of a laugh. Like, we'll be in a nice little dinner.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. We'll be at a nice little dinner, holding hands.
All right.
Quiet
all right. 'Cause
restaurant.
I thought, you know what?
Respectable restaurant.
I thought right now, like, don't go
Nice
there
steak
because I don't want to
restaurant.
go there. But okay, now I'm talking. Now I
Yes.
see where you're going
So,
with this. Okay.
These outgoing Carla doesn't have a filter. Like, it doesn't matter if like we're at a park or a restaurant.
You know, I do
The
want to tell you. I want to
tonality-
tell you this. All right. So when we're going through this,
Yeah.
when we're going through this list,
I see it in your eyes. You're like getting a little defensive.
No,
Okay,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
getting defensive. This is what's crazy. When you ask me, what are the 3 things that annoy you about me? I'm
Yes.
just like, wow, let me think, because I'm not quite sure, because I don't find anything that annoys me that much of you, right?
Really?
You're sitting there, and I'm not lying to you, and I wish I could have recorded you.
Oh, dude.
You followed me all morning, and you literally had a list on your phone. I have a sticky note. And I'm like, I don't know what really annoys me about you. You have a list on your phone.
That's not true. I was writing all the things I love about you for our next podcast.
No, AZ, you have a list on your phone. I have a sticky note.
Okay.
And I'm in my mind, I'm like, dude, should this
I'm
marriage
hard-
have happened? I'm a little confused right
Oh,
now.
you get it. This is why I warn guys out there: don't have this conversation with your wife. Now somebody's getting a little hurt.
I'm not hurt.
You're a little hurt.
I'm not hurt. I'm just wondering why your list is so freaking long. And you've been married to me for how many years now?
15 years.
How long have we known each other?
20.
Hey, okay. Out of those 5 years, you didn't realize, is that 5 years didn't give you enough time to be like, is this what I want to marry?
I'm not saying that I don't want to be married to
I'm
you.
just saying that list is long. I have 3.
I was deep in thought.
Again with your deep in thought. All right, keep going.
All right, now, so I just put mine out there. Your outburst, not having a filter if we're in a nice restaurant. Well, first, I was offended that you laugh at everyone's jokes. But now we know it's okay, social anxiety. I'll give you that. But now it's like,
No, I get the
whether we're in
difference.
a
I get
nice
what you're saying.
restaurant,
I get, all right. Yeah.
whether it's just a one-on-one conversation,
Yeah.
right here in the corner, like I don't want anybody else to know that we're here.
I think some people find
all
that
of a sudden
entertaining.
you're like, we're here. Let me go ahead and prove it by laughing really loud.
I don't know what I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't.
sometimes I'm just like, hey, look,
I'm
and
not-
all of a
yeah.
sudden you just outburst. I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you what's embarrassing. I'm gonna tell you what's embarrassing about you.
Everybody in the room.
All right,
is
I'm gonna
looking
tell you,
at
and
us.
everybody knows that you're in deep thought.
Everybody.
Everybody knows you're in deep thought. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what's so annoying? We'll
All
be
right.
at a dinner with like, I don't know, a group of people.
Wait, that's not part of your list. Where are you going with this?
I'm not, because I'm not done with my deep thought. You're only
Okay.
pertaining to listen.
Okay.
You're only pertaining to listen. Because you want to go there. You want to go in detail about my outburst. Let's go there. Only pretending to listen. So this is what irritates me about you. All right.
Okay.
We'll be at a dinner with like 6 people, group, whatever it is.
Yes.
And God, I wish I can say like instances, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. So we're at a dinner, and everybody, it's a good conversation going, entertaining conversation, and then all of a sudden, exactly what you're doing right now.
I'm trying to share this post.
You
That's what I'm saying.
grab your phone, and I'm like, are you not listening to what they're saying? So I feel like I have to carry on questions and conversation pieces.
Yeah.
Because you tend to be
'Cause
like,
I'm a mute.
You're a mute. I've said that
Okay.
before. You're a mute. You're like in deep thought. So I'm just like, dude, seriously,
All
it's
right.
so annoying. I think
We're
it's so
going
rude.
to number 2. You're like
It's so rude.
stuck on the 1 already.
All right, let's do it.
Jeez.
All
Okay.
right.
Number 2. Go.
Number 2.
Or do you want me to start this one?
All right, go.
No,
ahead,
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give you that one. Go number 2.
Number 2. I'm not the most organized person, right? I'm not. Like, I keep a lot of this stuff up here. That's why I'm always in deep thought. I can handle a lot. I can remember a lot. So here comes Carla, and you're just very organized. Like, if I have a pair of shoes over here, one maybe to the right of the table, one might be on the left, you'll pick them up even as boyfriend and girlfriend, and even as we moved in together, you would just always organize it with a smile. Organize it, put it away. I was like, oh, that's nice.
I like color coordination.
And then as things started progressing, color coordinated. All my
wow.
shirts,
well,
from
I think
you know,
it's important. I think
it's
organization
like every
is
color of the rainbow, like from lightest to darkest. Like I knew where my shirts were gonna be.
All right.
If I left the cup in the living room, it would be in the kitchen. Like everything would always find its place, and I love that. I was like, man, she's like yin and yang, like the complete opposite. I love this. She's organized when I'm not, and even in the business, like I'm all over the place. You have all the numbers in place, but over the years, that nice, oh, I'm going to go ahead and put everything out. Now it's not so nice. Now it's an expectation that I don't have my clothes coordinated in the way you like it, so you still have to go out and do that because you like it that way. I tell you to stay out of my closet, you're still in my closet coordinating all my shoes and all my shirts and everything else.
I'm going to tell you what.
And even my socks.
I'm going to go with my number 2.
Oh, hold on. I'm not even done with this yet.
Dane. I
What?
mean, seriously. I mean, you're going in detail. All right, we get it.
Okay, hold on.
Again, let
me just finish.
I'm
let
with
me
the
wrap
Post-its.
Let me wrap this up.
Postage here.
Not-
Okay.
We should.
A little posty right here. Like,
Okay. I'm going to finish this up.
All right.
I know exactly how much, like, I'm going towards the end of my beard balm. I know exactly how much is in there. Even my toothpaste.
Oh,
I
gosh,
know,
you have to bring up the beard. Okay.
I know
go ahead.
exactly how much toothpaste I have.
You and that beard.
Even in my Tabasco sauce.
shave it one day.
Like, I know, yeah, it's near the end, but I still have about 4 drops left in my Tabasco sauce. You go around and just start throwing everything away.
This Tabasco and beard balm is like literally insane in our
That's-
household, and I
Yeah.
can't stand it.
Well, let me replace
I
that.
hope that they both
when I'm
run
ready
out
to
of
throw that
out of-
away,
out of business.
When I'm ready to throw it away, because I know exactly how much.
Right.
So I'm already thinking, like tomorrow, I
All
have
right.
just enough to do, and you throw my stuff away.
Did this recently happen? Because it seems like
Yes,
you
it
were
did.
just fired up.
It just happened with my beard balm.
Okay, enough with the beard balm. Like that thing is
Okay.
messy anyway, and it's dirty. And so we're
It's the cleanest thing you'll ever see.
I'm not saying that. I think it's a very attractive beard. I actually really enjoy it. I love the fact
see
that
you
you
staring
fix
at
it and
it.
you hook it up. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that's
you
the
like
best
that.
part about you.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna go with this. So that beard causes me anxiety. It causes craziness in my life, and
Why is that?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
gonna tell you why.
number two, leaving dirty, scattered messes everywhere, water spills, beard hair, like everywhere. Like I don't know where. I can't even explain the messiness of this, like what you're saying, the Tabasco sauce. And there's literally Tabasco crap everywhere. There's beard balm everywhere. There's stickiness. I'm like outraged with this crap. Because
you're getting pretty
but you started it. You
aggressive.
started it. So I'm like, seriously.
passionate about this.
It's not that I'm passionate about it. It's that you're complaining when to detail an organization and this and that. It's like, no, it's just that I'm really trying to be organized and clean so it doesn't have to cause me the mess like in later on the day.
So
I'm
our
gonna-
number 2 was
so
like
I-
complete opposite. Like we're in tune with this now.
Well, because you said I'm really organized, but there's a reason and a process behind that. That way,
Okay.
the household is not crazy.
Yes.
Everything stays
I'll
clean
give
and
you credit for
organized.
our house is probably the most spotless house on
Okay,
any
so
block.
now that you put that on blast in the business, my business out there, literally every single drawer in my house is empty. I don't.
You throw everything away.
I just don't have this thing. I don't like things in drawers.
Including my beer bomb.
I need everything clean. And the reason for that being is because you are the one and only person that asks me where things are without looking for them. So I have to feel like this is what I feel like. I have to be 2 to 3 steps ahead of you.
You throw away a lot of my shirts that I still like.
Those shirts are from like 8th grade, bro.
It
You
doesn't
don't fit in
matter.
them.
Maybe
you don't fit in them.
It was sentimental value.
8th grade. You are a pack rat and you're a mess.
I might need it in the future.
And this is some of the arguments. This is some of that are serious because it bleeds into our business.
Yes.
It is insane. It was cute at the beginning. Oh, okay, that's so cute. He saves all his clothes. He's so sentimental.
Okay.
And now it's just like, no, he's just
I can't wait to get to my number 3. I can't wait.
Okay, get to number 3.
I'm just
get
kidding.
to
Go
number
ahead.
3. Let's do it.
Go ahead. Number 3.
All right, number 3. And actually, that goes with it. There's a couple in here. There is a couple in here that I have.
Okay.
But I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, you got a couple. Okay,
Yeah,
you want me to go ahead and start?
No,
go
no,
ahead,
I'm going to go in this one. I'm going to go in this one because this one's really bothering.
So again,
this one
if you
bothers
just
me.
joined us, we are talking about the 3 things that we are annoyed by that we once admired.
Right.
That's like a tongue twister. What was once admired is now annoying. So go for it.
So when you're sick.
Oh.
When
You're
you're
going to get me in a vulnerable state now.
When you're sick.
Okay.
When
Which
we were first
doesn't
dating.
happen
often.
How often does that happen?
Didn't your hip just go out? What was it that you were like walking
Okay,
sideways?
I hurt myself. Okay.
You big-
Sick and hurt is two different things.
Whatever.
I've been hurt a few
Whatever.
times, yes.
You get a little paper cut. Whatever.
Paper cut?
Whatever it is, bro.
That happened once.
Whatever it is, bro. Let me explain my number 3. That's so annoying.
All right, tell me. You didn't tell me about this one.
Before, I didn't tell you about this one because it actually, it's annoying.
Okay.
It's annoying. I said I had
It's
multiple.
annoying.
I said I had multiple things.
Okay,
But I'm
talk to me.
targeting the ones that just recently happened, and that happened all the time though. So when we first met, see, you're cuddling that hip right now.
No, it feels good after your treatment. Anyway, go ahead.
So when we first met, you would get sick or something would happen, and you would just turn into this big baby.
Really?
And you would just
Big
be
baby.
like, I'm sick, I want some soup. And then I used to baby you. Remember all those moments? Like,
Okay.
it's a boyfriend and girlfriend. I was like, oh, he's so sweet and he's cute. I'm like, he just wants a girlfriend to be by his side. And I would bring you soups and I would put on movies for us. And we would just
that was
cuddle.
good times.
Yeah, there was good times, right?
Yeah, it was.
So that was when I, was kind of, I don't know, getting to know myself, growing into my skin and doing all these,
That's so empowered.
I wasn't so empowered. I didn't have multiple things. I didn't have 2 kids.
Yeah.
And so as years
so strong.
Right. And years went by, and it
Yeah.
started to become a little annoying
Oh.
because now it's like literally when you get a cold or a little sneeze, all of a sudden
Not even
you have a
true.
fever, you're vomiting, you don't feel good. You literally turn into a kid. You are
Really?
the biggest crybaby.
I like my chicken soup.
The other day, your hip. Something happened with your bike and your hip. And I swear for 3 days.
I almost killed myself.
I lift almost every day. I have something going on with my body. Like it
Okay.
feels like, but am I like, oh, my bicep, oh, my back? No, I'm just keep going.
Okay.
But you, oh my gosh. If you fall off your bike, if you scrape
was
your
skeletal.
knee, you think that you need surgery.
Yeah.
You're
I do.
traumatized.
I've had a lot of surgeries.
You're traumatized.
I've had like 20 surgeries.
But you turn into a baby. You're here. You're alive. You survived. Get over it. But even it can be a little sniff. It could be a little sniffle. It can be a little cut. Your hip. There was nothing wrong with your
Happened
hip.
once.
But I went ahead and stretched you, shot you with a Theragun. I thought, okay, I'm gonna baby him. And then all of a sudden, the next morning, you're like, it's a miracle. I feel good. I feel good. You saved me. And I'm like, no, it was all in your head. You just needed to be babied for like 24 hours.
Okay.
That's really annoying. I got things to do.
Oh, it's annoying now.
Because I got things to do. I don't
Okay.
have time to be like you.
Well,
turn
maybe
into
somebody
this big
else would
baby.
like to
you
feed
know
me
what?
chicken soup.
By all means, carry on. I mean, because this whole I don't know.
I'm going to consider that.
All right, you carry on, bro. Carry on.
All right.
Ain't nobody gonna pop that hip back into place like I do because I've experience in that. But
Dude,
go ahead.
you hooked that up though.
I know.
I couldn't even walk. I was limping.
And I don't know what it was, but the next day you're just like, thanks, babe. I'm like, you're welcome. It was so annoying. It was just like, I mean, if
I show my appreciation.
If I can walk, yeah, all of a sudden
See,
you
you
use
didn't
your
tell me
hip.
about this. Now I'm a little offended.
I'm just saying.
Okay. My number 3. Like, I love your energy. Like, you always want to do something. I'm thinking, I always want an athletic woman, right? Someone that kind of lives the lifestyle that I do, going up mountains, going out for runs, going out for walks. But damn, you don't stop. Like, it was cool, but like, let me sleep till about 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, it is no joke. You don't get up and like kind of stretch out. You're like right out of the bed. You're like, what are we gonna do?
I've been doing backflips in the pool now.
jumping into the pool. I'm like, I can't even sleep. Dogs barking up and down. Like, let me sleep. Like, take it easy. Let's just watch a movie without you trying to like, figure out what to do next. Like, that was cool.
How is
Now
that?
that too much energy is like too much. Like, chill.
I just don't.
Chill. Like, let's go by the cannabis store. Let's buy you some CBD. let's get you something. Just chill out. I don't
now you want
always
to
want
drug
to
me. Now you want to drug me.
just calm down. Calm down.
Drug me.
Just calm down. That's all I'm saying. Like, it was cool. But sometimes I just want to hang. I just want to chill. I want to be, I feel guilty if I sit on the couch just because you're up and down the house, everywhere. Like a Tasmanian devil.
I don't know what it is. I feel like there's the hours and the day are too short.
Yeah.
I feel like it's passing us by.
Yeah.
I'm like, the mountain's waiting, the gym's waiting, the laundry's waiting, the
and
dishes
then
are waiting.
I guess I feel guilty about it, so I think it's more of a personal issue. Like when you're in the gym twice a day, I'm like, damn, I don't want to go back out there. Stop. Just chill.
Well, and I feel guilty. I do. I feel guilty too. I'm with you. I'm with you. It gets a little crazy.
Like,
I know.
can't remember the last time we just sat on the couch and just sat there. Never.
How do you know it doesn't hurt me? Sometimes I don't want to do it, but my body just goes, I can't do it. I can't do it. And this whole nitro thing's not helping.
No, I know. I gotta stop the nitro.
So when you bring me coffee, just tell me it's nitro, but it's really decaf.
I'm just gonna put some
CBD in
drops.
there. Yeah, some drops CBD.
CBD.
Yeah, there you are.
It's in everything now.
All you got to do is just play me, just joke with me, just play. You play me. It's easy.
All right. Well,
it's easy.
That didn't go by too bad. Like that, we have to discuss a few things right after this, but I don't think it's gonna get ugly.
No, it's not.
But
we do have to talk about a couple of things.
No, but I think the next show should be like the list I was doing, the 3 things I love about you.
All right. Because that list is long on things you don't like about me.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to find the 3rd thing that I still, love about you.
Well, what's crazy is you started that list since yesterday.
I had a lot to talk about.
So
but
you may or may not know this, but I was annoyed the fact that you wouldn't put that list down. And when I literally just wrote 3.
Okay. It's okay.
That's how much I adore you.
I adore you too. I love you with all my heart.
Apparently, I have outbursts in the middle of nowhere.
It's a little distracting, yes, to everyone in the room, anyone in the vicinity, like anyone within a square block.
There you go again.
Oh,
there you go. Why?
Okay.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing sometimes. There, I said it.
20 years. 20 years, man.
Like trying to sip on my drink, I'm like, damn it was her.
But I mean, just let me go.
Anyway.
I mean, just you want to.
That's all right. I'm not letting you go. You're mine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
You
somehow that's a little offensive, but I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good with
right.
that. I'm a little, but I like the way you said it. It's good. All right. And that beer bomb's not that bad.
No, it's
Looking
a
at that
good beer day.
But on a serious note, this actually, it's as funny as it sounds.
Yeah.
The reason why this subject was brought up, one, I posted a photo of us for many years back when we were kids.
Yeah, like 2004. What is that? Like 15 years ago?
Yeah.
We were kids, 25 years old. Jeez.
And there's a lot of situations and conversations that I have a lot with my coaching clients. And sometimes when we have these conversations, when I hear them talk and I hear myself
they're
talk,
so annoyed by it.
They're so annoyed by what I'm annoyed by. It's just like, this sounds really ridiculous. But it's not ridiculous in the moment. In the moment, it becomes annoying. So there's always something that I say. It's not the actual moment. It's what else is going on weeks and months prior to that in the relationship. What are you really annoyed about? What is really going on that you cannot have that crucial conversation with your spouse?
Yes.
So we tend to blame it on the beer bomb. We tend to blame it on the leaving messy around the house. We tend to blame it on this organization, on the crazy outburst. We tend to blame it on so many things. In reality, it has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with you. Why? It's not the person who's being annoying. It's the person who is getting annoyed. Why are you getting annoyed?
You know what that reminds me of?
Is.
No, and this is a very good point, because what it reminds me of is, like, I've had clients that tell me about how their kids are not pushing themselves to be this great athlete.
Right.
And if you really flip that story around, that same person is also falling very short. The person that's complaining about the kid is falling very short in their business.
Right.
So they're trying to live vicariously, and all the frustrations that they should be feeling amongst themselves, they put it onto their kids. And the same thing, it goes with marriage as well. But I think this was a great conversation. I'm not sure if it's recommended, but if you guys are in a good place where you guys can kind of discuss this stuff, it's funny at the end of the day. I love you with all my heart, and that's not going to change. But I think these are just candid conversations that you can have. but can
They
actually
are.
create more chaos, if anything, right?
It really can. I mean, there's little things, like I said, there, your deep thoughts and all these other things. It has nothing to do with your deep thought. It has nothing to do with your beer bomb. It has nothing to do with your messiness. It has everything to do with weeks and days prior to something serious that has
Yes.
happened that I haven't had that crucial conversation with
Yes.
you. Then I'm just kind of staring at you and blaming the beer bomb, blaming the messiness, blaming this organization, whatever it is. But it has nothing to do with that. It has
Yeah.
everything to do with me that I'm not willing to have that conversation with you.
Yeah. And it could have been a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Maybe I made disrespected you
Right.
somehow in front of your family or whatever it may be, or
Right.
you held on to that. Next thing you know, I have a little beard balm on my counter, and
Right.
here comes this big.
So it has nothing to do with
fight.
the years of being annoyed with all your, little quirks or whatever. The annoying, it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with that. It's just piled up years
Yes.
of frustration being married and feeling trapped and not having these
Yes.
conversations with your spouse. That's really what it is. So anyway, we thought we'd bring this up. I think it's an important topic.
Yes.
It has been an important topic all month, all week, just because the more I'm listening to it, the more it kind of sounds ridiculous, but in reality, it's not.
Yeah.
It causes a crazy mess if you don't have those serious conversations with your spouses, because if not, you will start to find out all those little things that are annoying really have nothing to do with with them, has everything to do with you.
I love it.
So-
Guys, well, thank you for joining us for this episode of Do the Work podcast. Of course, I want you to rate, subscribe, and review. So go to dothework.com or go to your favorite podcast provider and give us a review. Until next time,
We will see you.
we will talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, bye now.